Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed architects, engineers, landscape architects, planners, local and international stakeholders of the construction industry. Thank you for joining me today for the introductory session of Circular Cities Summit. Stand before you as the organizing chair of the Circular City Summit, and I want to take this moment to share something of utmost importance with you. We are here to discuss a topic that transcends disciplines, industries, and borders. Path to circular cities in alignment with the United Nations Sustainable Goals. We are at a critical juncture in history. Our planet faces pressing challenges: climate change, resource depletion, and social inequalities. But within these challenges lies a profound opportunity for transformation. Circular cities offer a roadmap to a brighter, more sustainable future. These cities are designed to minimize waste, maximize resource efficiency, and foster inclusivity. But that's not all. In this age of the Industrial Revolution, rapid technological advancement, and the ever-pressing reality of climate change, something lags behind. It's our ability to collaborate effectively as human beings and across professions. Pace of this revolution has been astounding, yet the collaboration index remains disappointingly at its infancy. This is because we have not been talking with each other, and that is the very reason why we are pulling the profession together. It's a stark truth. We are not collaborating swiftly or effectively enough. Nowhere is this more critical than in the professions of the construction industry and the built environment. These sectors stand as some of the primary contributors to carbon emissions. The impact of our actions here reverberates globally, affecting the very climate we depend on. That's precisely why I've taken up the mantle as the organizing chair, representing the founding organizations. Together, we are committed to driving change, to breaking down the barriers that hinder collaboration, and to accelerate the transition to a sustainable future. For the first time in history, we are coming together to sign a landmark memorandum of understanding to mark the recognition and distinction of each profession towards collaborative fight against climate crisis. Action will lead to the immediate founding of the Circular Cities Network. Why circular cities, you may ask? The answer lies in the very essence of why these cities represent and what they are poised to shape the future of urban living. Circular cities are not merely a buzzword, they are a blueprint for a sustainable and prosperous tomorrow. And the summit will touch on several topics and threads of what they are in the future. We'll touch on these topics and deep dive in some of the threads. In fact, these are the lists where we just get things started and kickstart the discussions amongst the professions. We believe every profession brings to the table a difference in perspectives, challenges, as well as opportunities. Circular cities are not a distant dream. They are a tangible and urgent necessity. They offer a path forward, one that's characterized by responsible resource management, economic resilience, inclusivity, and environmental stewardship. So when we speak of the future, we cite circular cities as the way forward. But it is not the what that we are aiming for. In fact, it is the how that we are doing it. Because circular cities is in the era of how, not what. How can we do it where tons of plastics do not go into the oceans, disrupting marine ecosystems? How can we do it so that none of the future generations need to find their environment amongst waste and dumps? How can we do it when communities can be more resilient to climate impacts? How can we how are we even doing it where each of our profession and sectors can thrive on the circular economy. So imagine a future where our cities are not just centers of innovation and progress, but also shining beacons of sustainability and resilience. Picture a world where our urban landscapes are harmoniously intertwined with the natural environment, like what you see in this image, where waste is transformed into resources and where prosperity is shared by all. So this is the vision we strive for at the Circular Cities Summit. Now, why is your presence at the Circular Cities Summit so vital? Because you are the architects, engineers, planners, and visionaries who can make this transformation a reality. You hold the power to shape our cities, our communities, and our world. You are a collaborative future of enablers. A collective system of exchanges awaits at this summit. Your expertise, creativity, and commitment are the driving forces behind the Circular Cities movement. It is a global home where we belong to. What sets the Circular Cities apart? It is a question worth asking because this is not your typical government-led summit. Instead, it is a global industry-led initiative, collective effort founded by all the leading professional organizations, all rallying behind the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Now, don't get me wrong, we have immense respect for government plans and initiatives. They are essential pieces of the puzzle. However, we believe that it's high time for each of our professions to come together and collaborate to take an interdisciplinary approach towards building a sustainable future. This is why the esteemed international speakers and panelists are specially curated, bringing leaders and representatives from the industry to provide insights and deeper level of exchanges. At the summit, we are honored to host presidents and representatives from esteemed organizations such as ISOCAP, IFLA, WFEO, UIA, UNEP, the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, McKinsey and Company, and the World Green Infrastructure Network, and many others. They will share the insights, experiences, and strategies for achieving circular cities aligned with the United Nations goals. We even had the honor to have the presence of many excellencies and diplomats from several embassies at our event. On the industry and professional levels, we need to fully grasp the unique challenges, strengths, and opportunities that each profession brings to the table before we blindly follow any city plans. We understand that every city and every country moves at its own pace and its own momentum. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. And we certainly don't want to impose just a baseline standard for a circular future. In fact, we want to set a higher industry standard, not because we want to, but because we can collectively. Our goal to set industry standards are not just theoretical, but practical and proven. We want to challenge the status quo, drive change, and ensure that the solutions we develop are not just talk, but tangible actions. That's why the Circular Cities Summit isn't a one-time event. It's part of an ongoing network dedicated to raising standards and benchmarks over time. But this summit is not just about speeches and discussions. It's a call to action. It's an invitation for you to be part of this transformative journey with us. We need your ideas, your innovations, and your passion to build circular cities that leave a positive impact on our planet and its inhabitants. So for those who register with us in this summit, you will also become part of the Circular Cities Network, where we continue to engage you as an affiliate member and share more insights, knowledge, and activities. The cost of this network, which is $600, will even be waived because of this inaugural summit. So the time for change is now. And the Circular Cities Summit and the network are our platforms for action. It's a rallying cry to all professions, industries, and individuals to come together, share knowledge, and forge innovative solutions. We must act now, not tomorrow, but today, to steer our cities toward a circular and sustainable future. The responsibility rests on our shoulders collectively, and we embrace it wholeheartedly. We want to embrace a global mindset, understand interdisciplinary challenges, prioritize ethical leadership, advocate for change, adapt and innovate, and lead by example. I urge you to register for this summit to learn, to network, and to collaborate. Because I believe we can drive change, inspire progress, and create cities that not only meet the needs of today, but also safeguard the future for generations to come. So please scan this QR code to find out more information about the summit. Lastly, for all our overseas friends and delegates, it's time to reward yourself for a good vacation in Singapore. Indulge yourself in our city nature, the shopping haven, and the biophilic urban environment that myself as a Singaporean is very proud of. And if that's not good enough, I hope our food can at least be the star of your stay in Singapore. And with that, I thank you for your attention.